This is News with Allie Temple and Lucy Kerniger.
Good morning, Miss Snipes Project Management class. I'm Allie Temple.
And I'm Lucy Kerniger, and today we're interviewing Mrs. Marinescu, a project manager.
So our first question for you, Miss Marinescu, is what is your current job?
Good morning, ladies. Thank you for interviewing me. I'm a project manager for a bi-state agency that oversees the transportation infrastructure within Port New York and New Jersey. Specifically, I'm working for a commuter rail connecting New York and New Jersey.
What are your responsibilities in that job?
I'm a project manager. In our company, we oversee all the processes of a project management, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, controlling, and closing of a project.
Okay, how did you become a project manager?
Well, originally I started as an electrical engineer, but I always wanted to be involved with the whole process and seeing my project finalize, the final product. So as a project manager, I'm involved from the beginning to the end of the project.
What makes you so good at being a project manager?
I think trying to keep the best I can, the project within the constraints, scope, schedule, and budget.
So what are some difficulties that you face?
There are always difficulties because in real life it's always different than on a drawing board. There are always changes of the scope that obviously will affect the schedule and the budget of the project. So that's the most challenging part.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Or the satisfaction?
To see the final product, as you know, the private project is unique. All my projects obviously are unique, and they are impacting commuters between New York and New Jersey, and it's a great satisfaction to see the project complete and the customers happy.
So you mentioned monitoring and controlling. What do you mean by that?
That means during the life of the project, from the beginning, from the start of the project to the end, you have, as I mentioned before, you have to keep the project within constraints. So monitoring and controlling is always looking at the scope, budget and schedule, and make sure that doesn't deviate a lot from the beginning of the project. If there are changes, then you have to take action as soon as possible, and you have to come up with a plan.
Okay, that is all for today. Thank you.
This has been a Darius the Dog production.